let's do it. Friday Night Hits on your screen right now. Welcome into week number 2. I'm Mark Whiteman. Thanks as always for joining us. Two proud title-winning programs meeting tonight in Abbeville, both taking some early season lumps. Southside Christian back-to-back 1A champs, but 0-2 to begin the year. Abbeville, 5 of the last 7 2A titles, aiming to rebound after a loss to Powdersville last Friday. It's our Sparrow Financial Game of the Week, and Julie Morris is in Abbeville.
Both Southside Christian and Abbeville haven't lost many games over the last few years, but both teams entered this matchup looking to bounce back after losses in week 1. Abbeville starting quarterback Zay Rayford sidelined to start this game because of an injury, but Jay Hill stepping up in his place. First drive of the game for the Panthers ends with Hill punching it in for a short score. Abbeville's up 7-0. Still in the first, Panthers putting together another nice drive. After a 20-yard pickup by Jamal Marshall, Altavius Patterson takes it in for another Abbeville score. Panthers up 14. Second quarter now, Abbeville converting again in the red zone. Ty Cade puts the Panthers up 21. Abbeville's up 21-0 at half, but after the break, Southside Christian showing some fight. Ja'Cory Martin, check out the speed. He takes it all the way for a 59-yard score. Sabres within 7, but with just about 6 minutes to go, the play of the game right here. Sabres have 3rd and long. Martin's pass picked off by Gavin Calhoun, who runs it back for a pick 6. That's the difference maker. Abbeville wins it 28-14.
And, you know, I heard an old wise football coach once say, there's only one thing more dangerous than a panther, and that's a wounded panther. And that's what we were tonight, and just give our kids a lot of credit for fighting through some adversity.
Abbeville plays at Westside next Friday. Southside Christian has a bye week. At Abbeville High School, I'm Julia Morris, WYFF News 4 Sports.
How about that? Panthers wounded no more. 7 miles and 15 minutes. Split TL Hanna and Westside. The 65th Electric City shootout between Yellow Jackets and Rams. Bragging rights up and down Piermondary Road have all gone TL Hanna's way of late. 5 straight for the Yellow Jackets in the rivalry dating back to 2017. Westside showed up like a team on a mission. They're up 31-7 when we got there. It's 4th down, midfield. Rams still going for it. Cutter Woods, nothing open. I'll do it myself. And Hunter Puckett's going to punch it in from down in close. That makes the score 38-7. Rams rock their rivals 45-7 over TL Hanna. The Powdersville Patriots 2-0 for the 2nd straight season, taking the show to Malden tonight. We got a first quarter game brewing, and things are happening early. That's Thomas Williams. His sensational career with the Patriots continues. Rushes for a huge gain into Malden territory. He comes right at our camera, but that's okay. Later in the drive, here we go. Malden's that's an interception there by Eli Hudgens. He gets picked off by Bailey Grant, and Malden snuffs out the drive there. But Powdersville's Eli Hudgens comes right back, connecting with Kyle Rice. Patriots go up 7-0 in the first quarter, and Powdersville goes on to beat Malden 41-20. Spartanburg off to an 0-2 start, hoping to shake out of the stupor on the road at Broome. Centurions won big last week, and Spartanburg doing their thing in this one. 31-3 in the 4th. The Vikings have the backups in. TJ Johnson hits Justin Rice, then Rakeith Kelly with the handoff. He's moving in for a nice 20-yard gain, and Spartanburg wins this one comfortably 34-3 over Broome for the Vikings' first win of the season. Let's pop in on some scores, shall we? Eastside over Liberty 38-13, and Dixie beating Greenwood Christian 34-6. Boiling Springs over Chapman 28-27, and Walhalla beating Chesney 42-30. Nobody in the upstate scoring more than the Rebels of Byrnes. 116 points over their first 2 games of the year, going to Serene Stadium, where Greenville's still searching for their first win. These teams haven't played since 1991. Back and forth early on. Byrnes leading 14-13 in the final seconds of the first half. Colby Shaw says, let's get after it. Hooks up with Chamaris Bomar. Good hands catch. 28-yard touchdown for the Rebels. They're up 21-13 at the intermission. It's 28-13 in the third. Raiders putting together a good drive. Javion Sherman gets them close, but Greenville stopped in 4th and goal. And here it is, your USC Upstate play of the week, backed up in their own end. No big deal. Fine 2. Kai Cook, speed kills, 98 yards to the bounce house. Rebels rolling 56-28 over Greenville. Blue Ridge and Greer, the 21st meeting in the rivalry down the road. Greer's won 18 of 20, enshrining their Hall of Fame class tonight. Jackets QB Caden Rowland tosses the ball to Chase Bird, and Bird's going to do the rest. 44 yards for the touchdown, puts Greer ahead 7-0 in the first quarter. Rowland hits Brock Diggins now on this 45-yard pass. Hello. And puts it into the end zone there. 14-0 Greer in the first. Into the second. Blue Ridge showing some fight. Tucker Massey, he is in for 6, but this is all Greer. 56-20 over Blue Ridge. BHP rallied from a 10-point deficit for a season-opening win last Friday, hosting Lawrence. No score in the first. BHP's ball. A.J. Pendleton going up top for his guy, Eli Strickland. Touchdown BHP, 7-0 Bears. Lawrence gets down close, but this Bears defense holds. Peter Bertoni through the uprights to cut into the BHP lead. And the Bears are moving again. Up close, front porch like rocking chair. Justin Lathan into the end zone, 48-20 BHP over Lawrence. Back to the scores quickly. St. Joe's over Landrum, 54-13. Mid Carolina beating Whitmire, 42-19. Holy Innocent shutting out Christchurch, 40-0. And Emerald beating Ware Shoals, 49-6. JL Mann 2-0 for the first time since 2011. Also the last time that they reached the playoffs. Traveling to face the Woodruff Wolverines, unbeaten through 2 weeks. And this was a tough game here, back and forth battle. But it's JL Mann who's really controlling this game. Ethan Anderson handing off to Obadiah Jones. He's in, and it's 21-3 here into the fourth quarter for the Patriots. Now Woodruff with the ball. Carson Tucker goes to throw to the end zone, but he is picked off by Max Watt to snuff out the drive there, and still the same score. Obadiah Jones takes the ball, plows through the run, and he is going, gone. My goodness, 85 yards for the touchdown. How about it? JL Mann beating Woodruff in this game, 21-3, the final. Gaffney's game at Union County was canceled last week. The reigning 5A champs hosting Skiza powerhouse Hammond. They have won 5 straight titles. First quarter, Hammond starts out with the ball. Dylan Richardson dropped back. He gets rocked by Brayshawn Littlejohn for the big-time sack there. And then the second quarter, Gaffney going on 4th down. Grayson Loftus hits Amazon Littlejohn for the big catch. And just a few plays later, that's Jamarcus Smith on the Wildcat to the outside. Gaffney goes up 7-0, and they beat Hammond 14-7. We have hit halftime, just enough break for water and a little bit of a reset. Plenty of football still to come, including the Pickens Blue Hose at home against Southside. Here's Pickens head coach Chad Smith. It's Eric Mitchell, mic'd up.
Let's go. Wide receivers down here with me. Hey, that's a good kick. We cannot have penalties. They're sending everybody. Not in between you. The linebacker's on that side of him. You got to hit your angles on this stuff because they're lined up tight, understand? Watch the film. Get it right. We've just got to execute, understand? This is 4-down territory, okay? This is 4-down territory.
It's a Friday Night Hits. Welcome to Pickens.
Appreciate the warm welcome, guys. Southside heading west to take on Pickens. Tigers looking for the first one of the season. Blue Flame looking to remain undefeated. Pick this one up first quarter. Pickens quarterback Landon Pace looking downfield. He finds Jacob Lewis for the 11-yard touchdown, and the Blue Flame, are on the board first. Southside responds on the ensuing drive. Javante Searles takes the handoff. He's gone 64 yards before being tripped up at the 2. The Tigers would eventually score 7-6 after the missed extra point. Closing seconds of the half, Southside's Cameron Gambrell back to pass hits Janquavius Jones-Tucker in the back of the end zone for the 15-yard touchdown. Tigers go up 28-14, and they beat Pickens 48-27. All right, welcome back to Friday Night Hits. Wade Hampton's waited a lot of Fridays for the one they had last week. The Generals winning for the first time in more than 1,400 days, snapping a losing skid that dated back to October 2018. Hoping to build some momentum at home, crashing into the Easley Green Wave. Senior quarterback for the Generals, Cooper Tankersley. He's got a nice lane to run through. First down, Wade Hampton. The drive would stall, and it is high tide for Easley thereafter. Freshman quarterback Jay Stoker from 12 yards out. Green Wave score first. They take a 28-6 lead in the half, and they hang on to beat Wade Hampton 28-27. Generals moving past their long losing streak, so are the Trojans. Carolina ended a 21-game slide last week. Chris Glover's first win as their new head coach. Nothing doing until Jayshon Bowens pulls in the short pass, takes his ball, and goes home. Carolina strikes first, 8-0. But here comes Berea. Amaze Robinson pitching it to Desmond Twyman. He breaks an ankle tackle. He's moving. Berea scores the touchdown, and they get the win 41-30 over Carolina. The Red Hurricanes swirling into Seneca. Bobcats off to a 2-0 start this year. Wren's Colton Bagwell. He is just making things happen, finding Caden Hutto behind the defense. Hurricanes score the first points of the game, but the Bobcats coming right back at Wren. Camsley Campbell, tough running, and Seneca scoring on the ensuing play. Jackson Burnett to Cade Evenson. Easy money. Seneca now 3-0. They beat Wren 31-14. Back to the scores. Saluda 39-15 over 96. York beating Union County 70-49. Blacksburg losing to Cherryville 21-20. West Oak 63-0 over the South Carolina Spartans. And Spartanburg Christian beating Calhoun Falls 50-6. Woodmont's game last week against Walhalla postponed midway through. Wildcats got the win Saturday morning in their friendly confines against Riverside tonight. The Warriors couldn't get anything going last week against the JL Man defense, but they're getting after it in this game tonight. Here we go for Woodmont. That is Trey Broughton in for the touchdown. That ties it at 21 with 52 seconds left in the half. Third quarter, Woodmont's A.J. Hackett rushes for a big gain. First down. This is our Mr. Sparky drive of the week. Hackett rushes for another first down. The drive would be capped with an 11-yard touchdown from Easton Barajas to Hackett, and Woodmont takes the lead 28-21, and they beat Riverside 35-28. First meeting between Hillcrest and Clover. We'll get to that one momentarily. We got Travelers Rest in Palmetto. Devil Dogs looking for their first win with Michael Lancaster. They're up 14-0. Big sack by the TR defense. Then it's Drew McKibben intercepting that, taking it back to the house, and Travelers Rest beats Palmetto 31-20. First meeting between Hillcrest and Clover. The Rams clicking on all cylinders, but it was the defense getting it done in this one, and they beat Clover 19-14. All the scores and highlights on our website. Have a good weekend.